All right, we're back for part 2 of this thing. I just read the instructions, and it turns out you don't need batteries. And for the 319, you may not need batteries at all, or maybe you can't use them. And you can use USB-C. So we're going to plug that thing in. I'll get some batteries ordered just in case. This is 319, not 307. And we will see what happens. And it looks like you run the little cord in here. There's a semi-cute little slot for it where you bang out one of these sides. I'm guessing it's this thing right here. Maybe that doesn't want to come out. Let's see if I got some pliers around here. All right, I found some pliers. I wasn't sure what size I needed, so we're going to use these to just pop this sucker out, which I'm assuming is what you're supposed to do with it. Yeah, cool. Now we got that, and we can run the cord in here. Looks so pretty. And then what I'm going to do is I've got this thing plugged in over here, but I'm actually going to unplug it. We'll run it in here. You can see right there is where the USB-C goes. And we'll get that sucker plugged in. Yep, and then appropriately run. Or maybe we'll run it for this side. Might as well pull it out now while I'm here with the pliers. Okay, moment of truth here. Let's plug this thing in and see what happens. Can you see that? That seems like it's focused enough, but that's probably going to be as good as it gets. God, wouldn't that be amazing if this thing just fucking blew up in my face? Yeah, here we go. Magic. It's blinking. Maybe that's good. Maybe it got power. Maybe it didn't. Let's see what the instructions say. Okay, install the batteries. Yep. Fix the cover back to the device with screw. I don't think that that's super important, but maybe it is. I can't imagine that it is, but I don't see any like sensor back here that shows that is ultra important. Oh, what did I do with that screw? I put it back here, didn't I? There we go. Cool. Is there a button here? No. Nothing there, nothing there. I don't see a power. Oh, there's the power. There's a power button right there. Very fancy. Let's see if, can you see that power button? Yeah, that's a little bit better. All right, let's see what it says. Fix the cover back. Configuration guides. Smartphone NFC supported or Milesight toolbox app. And attach. All right. So it looks like the configuration options are to do a smartphone with an app or to do a USB into Windows. Now, this is kind of a common pain in the ass thing, is that these things always like Windows. Nobody builds IoT for Mac yet. So I'm going to download the app on my phone, and then I will cruise back here and we'll finish this thing or get to the next step. All right, in the interest of you seeing kind of the whole process, we're going to, there's my little doggy. Get a Face ID going, and I got Milesight typed in here. Milesight toolbox is what I'm going to tap, and then I'm going to get that, and we'll do the old double click, get that sucker running, little Face ID action, and we should see that thing come up. I will let you know when it's loaded, and I'll be back. All right, that was pretty fast. We're going to open this thing up. I bet it wants me to sign up for some stupid thing. Please put the NFC antenna of your device close to the NFC detection area. And, all right, I'm guessing this is it. Ready to scan. And I'm guessing I got to turn this sucker on. But we'll see. All right, back to the drawing board. I'm going to go read the instructions again, for Christ's sake. All right, so apparently this is an iPhone 12 Pro, and it should have an NFC reader that you'd hit with this thing. But it is, maybe right here. And I'm going to power cycle the Milesight device again to see if we can get this thing to turn on and pay attention. And that may or may not work. Looks like it's not. So we got that, which is good. Failed to read. Please try again to move the device closer to the Milesight. I mean, it's saying, it's totally possible it's my fault, but it's saying, yep. Looks like it's, I don't know, right here. Try it again. Device. Not sure what we need here. But yeah, doesn't seem to be working. I'll come back again in some time. All right, so I had this guy plugged into my USB hub, which may not have worked. So now I'm going to plug it into extension cord, and with the USB wall wart that came with it, we'll see if that works and see if we can read this thing. I'm not really sure what's going on. But it seems like it's doing the same kind of thing it was doing before. Yeah, this seems kind of like IoT to me. This shit just doesn't work the first time. It's a general pain in the ass. Yeah, not super psyched on this. Okay, well, I will try something else. Now I'm curious as to what's going on in general, so we'll see if this thing is putting out, oh look, my little dolphin's happy. Any kind of NFC. Apply card to Flipper's back. Let's see if we can do that. And all right, it's reading something, so it looks like it is my iPhone that is at fault here. There's a tag there. Unlock with password. Yeah, fuck it. Let's enter the password. I think the password is pretty top secret. Right here it says it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, and 6. Okay. Oh, and then I guess I better save. Wrong password can block your card. Well, the fucking thing's not working anyway. Not all pages unlocked. Pages read 176 out of 492. Name the card. Small hay bar. No, I'm going to name it something else. We'll name it just for the purposes of me not typing in a bunch of stuff. GK. Well, fuck it, I'll type it in. Room. Sensor. Saved, cool. Well, I guess it's in there now. Doesn't mean anything's actually working, but all right. Oh, maybe I did the wrong thing there. Hang on a second. All right, so I'm just gonna try this thing one more time, and see what happens here. Cool. So look, it looks like it's reading it. So maybe there's a problem with my iPhone. That's great. Exit to NFC menu. Yeah, sure, we'll exit. We'll set that aside for a second. And I think what we got to do is figure out this stupid card reader here. Failed to read. All right. Please try again. Move. All right. So we're closing on this thing. Oh, maybe I broke it with a flipper. Man, it's really got to be near the near field. Yeah, you know, I'm always fascinated that I don't seem to be able to figure these fucking things out. It's like, well, you know, they say that E in IoT is easy. So you can see me just fiddling with this thing with the camera here that's providing us in the way. But, all right, we saw two things where it actually scanned it. So what I'm going to do is, because it wasn't working, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the reset button. That seems like something to do. So we'll hold that sucker down, see if anything happens here. Oh, we got a green light. That's new. And we'll see if that works, and then we'll see if we can read this thing. All right. So, great. We are getting some kind of... What the fuck? I don't see how I can move it closer. That's as close as the fucking thing gets. Yeah, this is IoT. Okay, failed to read. I don't know. Let's see. The next step here is going to be to see if we can plug this into the computer and see if we can pull it up on VMware. I'm actually going to move this guy up a little bit just so it's out of the way. Cool. Now you can kind of see maybe the whole thing. What a general shit show. But this is, I don't know, I thought these things are probably pretty boring, but also give you a good idea of, yeah, what the problems are on this IoT stuff. It's, I have found IoT to be, in general, a fucking enormous pain in the ass. Which I'm sure is due mostly to my own ignorance and not to the fact that it doesn't work that well. So I'm going to go ahead and open up VMware here. Let me see if I can bring that in for you so that you can see what I'm seeing. Don't really need to see that thing. Yeah, let's see if we can do this. Okay, and we'll just make this thing pretty big. And yeah, we'll make me pretty small and down here. All right, here's what we got here. We'll plug this thing in and see if it comes up. I don't have a whole lot of hope here, but hey, at least it flashed, so that's good. We got that going. See if we can turn up the sound on the computer. I don't really see anything coming up. Okay. Well, it thinks it's a PCR2, which is the people counter. But it's not. So there's that. And if we look at the directions, what have we got to do? Toolbox software can be downloaded on the Milesight IoT site. Let me go download that. All right, so I just kept hitting the reader until I got where I wanted to go. And now I've got it. I think you can see it. It says red. So now we're on to the next step. Device status off. Let's, can you see that? Yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on. And now we're back to reading it. Failed to operate. Let's see, can you see this stuff? Okay, reading. Whoop. All right, so what I'm seeing here, in fact, I'm going to get this thing up a little bit so you can see the whole piece, is that it's just a pain in the ass. That's all. It's not that it doesn't work. It's not that it's, well, it doesn't fucking work that well. Cool. So this is it. I'll come back when I've got this thing read, but you can see that it just takes like 30 tries to get it to work. Okay, so I'm just trying to get this thing to turn on, and going through a bunch of the different waving the magic wand steps. Okay. I think it's worked over here before. Yep, not working there. Come on. Dude, am I like missing something dumb as hell where I just didn't turn it on? This button here. Totally likely. There we go. That's what we got. Okay. So you got to turn it on, but let's see if that makes any difference. I bet it doesn't. And it's not obviously reading anything yet. Yeah, scanning. Failed to read again. Failed to read again. Read successfully. Great. So can we go in and change the settings here? Let's go to Fahrenheit because I'm in America. We're doing freedom units here. And we're back to this. It's failing to write. Sweet, write it. Wow, this is really something. I mean, do I put this way? Is this giant magnet doing anything? Probably not good for it, but it doesn't seem... Oh, we got 5% there. Let's make sure we got everything. Reporting interval, 10 minutes. I want to know what's going on every minute. LED indicator, buzzer. Store reporting data only. Screen display, screen smart mode, display 1. Time? Sure. Okay, I guess we better set the time as well. Button lock, calibration settings. Does it have firmware version? Huh. Calibration settings. Auto background calibrate. General settings. The time, it's the 26th of December, and it is almost 1 p.m. So we've made some progress here, but I'll call this a win if we can get this sucker to be Fahrenheit and not Celsius. For Christ's sake. CO2 879 parts per million. I think that's bad. That's what's going on in the room. I got the doors, door open, window closed, so my neighbors don't have to hear me yelling at the computer here. And we're just gonna play this little game. That's kind of how it goes. Right. Come on. It's like 20 minutes to set up a fucking thing that should take 2 minutes to set up. Probably should redact that, but I don't know if I will. It's just nonstop. Like I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I've got to be doing something wrong because there's no way that I've actually heard these Milesight devices are really good. on the bottom, on the back. As far as I can tell, from what I can see, the NFC reader should be somewhere around here. And I know that I've gotten this thing to work because we got it initially going, and it's read at least once, maybe twice. So we're just going to keep going with this thing. I don't know. Do I need to tap this thing? I'm not sure. Whoop. Yeah, this is it's me. It's my crazy life. This is what's going on. Ready to scan. I'm ready to scan too, Milesight. See if we can scan this thing. Ooh, do you have to tap it? It's like a monkey learning how to, I don't know, peel a banana or something. Tapping seems to at least initiate it. But there we go. Oh, 15 seconds. Can you see this? Let's see if I can move this a little bit more this way. Yeah, and then maybe I'll zoom out slightly. No, that's not the zoom out. That's the zoom out. And then we'll get that thing a little bit more. I think you can read that. That's pretty close. Okay, there's like a Max Gold second flight got canceled. Poor old Max. Dude, we're closing on this thing. Like a response to beatings. There, oh, 15%? Come on now. I'm not sure where this thing has got to be. Please put the NFC. I mean, I think it's this thing right here. I don't know what else it would be. $25 degrees in here. 875 parts. Oh, fuck yeah! We got it. 77 degrees Fahrenheit. You know what? I'm calling that a win for the day. I'm going to get to the rest of the stuff later. I may hit pause right now, but I think that's a great start. Jesus. All right, I'm going to resume here just because I got the dots on the screen. So the great news is we've got 2 dots here, and this is the integration. And looks like we've been getting all kinds of like uplinks, downlinks. Looks like it's trying to do a join request. And we're getting something, which is great. If you see these little gear commands, they are MAC commands. And that's nice. Let's see if we can take PNP off. You can see the device. I don't know, you need to see me and or the device, but at least we're seeing some cool stuff here. All right. Integration messages, router, success. That's good. Sweet Sage Pike, that's my hotspot. So yeah. Things appear to be working. So the next step here will be putting a flow into effect. And let's go over actually to Datacake and see if Datacake has the Milesight in there. I may have to add in a device to Datacake. You can see I'm still looking at those ER14505s. Okay, so I got a couple things here. I'm going to see if I can add a device. It is a LoRaWAN device. And new product from template. I'm going to see if Milesight has the 307. Hell yeah, it does. And we're going to hit next. This is on Helium, of course. What else would you use? Actually, we'll be using ChirpStack next. And then I've got to drop the dev EUI in here. I think let's see. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can get this thing in here. All right, I'm actually not sure this little guy's even worth it, but I got my dev EUI in there. I've named it, and let's see what happens when we hit next. We're in here. We're gonna go ahead and pay the $1 to €1 a month. There's my Visa. It's gonna cost me the euro, and it looks like it's been added successfully. We can go ahead and pull this guy off so that You can see what's going on. And then let's see. Okay, it's not connected yet, so we're going to go back to Helium Console, and we're going to create a flow. And I've actually already created one flow to Datacake. So we got all kinds of stuff going on here. We're going to add a node, and if the decoder's not in there, shit. I'll have to find a decoder. Hang on a second. All right, it looks like the decoder is in Milesight already, so there's no need to add it into Helium, into the flow. What you can do if you want is you make a function, but I don't think we need to, so we're going to go to Devices, and we're going to take the, what do I think? It's not GodeFucker 3172. You probably shouldn't put that out there. There's a GK device in here somewhere, in GK indoor conditions. So we're going to pull this off, and then we're going to add this into GK's Datacake, and we'll go back to indoor condition sensor, and we'll take a look and see what we're getting. So recorded measurements, cool, and it's returning the correct amounts, which is rad. And down here you can see, I don't know how well you can see, but yeah, I'll go ahead and pull this guy up so you can see it a little bit better. Oh, this focus is just really, doesn't really like it that much. 769, all right. 76 degrees, cool. All right, and I think that's it. We can go back to dashboard over here and see what's getting pulled up. And it looks like everything is pulling through. So kind of cool. Next step from here might be adding in Home Assistant, but I think for now, we've got, whoops, not what I want there. Maybe it's this. Yeah, for now we've got a pretty good deal. So that's what's going on. That's how to add this thing in. It took me 27 minutes. I paused it a couple times. I think these things should take kind of 5 minutes, but I also wanted you to see that they usually don't, at least for me. Every time I do one, it gets a little bit faster, and there's always like the little tricky things to learn. But yeah, that is what it's like to add an IoT sensor to the Helium network. Rock and roll. Have a great day.